Well, nothing hurts me more than I see articles like this that I just came across in California. They're talking about losing it instead of using it. Now, California missed out on $1 billion of extra money to pay for groceries. So this is living expenses. $1 billion that people didn't get because they didn't know they could get it. Now, what could be worse than that? It's sort of walking away with something to eat and you didn't know there was nice pie in the refrigerator. Nobody told you about it. Wow, I wouldn't have been there. And that's why it takes effort on your part. The government's not going to, as much as they try and get this information out and let people know it's there, it doesn't sink in many times because people think, oh, it's weird, it's probably not for me or whatever. But there's $1 billion. That's like a COVID grant for everybody, but unknown, unused, and opportunity missed. And that's why you as an individual have to take advantage of this in a way of be proactive. You have to do something first. Now, here are the two places I suggest what you do no matter what, okay? You get on the right mailing list. Okay, the first mailing list you want to get onto, particularly if you have trouble, just making ends meet, is at your local community action agency. Okay, it's in every county. And what they concentrate on is the basic needs programs for people, to make sure they're going to know about this probably more than a lot of other people. So you call them. You could Google this, Community Action Partnership. That's the overall umbrella for all these community action agencies. And then you could find your local one. You call them up and say, hey, how could I get on your mailing list or email list or whatever? And do that so you're notified of things like this when they're all sitting on this money. $1 billion. Wow. I think one time I heard if you had $1,000, $1,000. If you spent $1,000 every day since the day Christ was born, you wouldn't spend $1 billion. But check me on that. I may be lying. I used that 20, 30 years ago. But I guess it's still right. But no, it's later now. So maybe it's 10 more years. So that's what. So get on their list. Okay, here's another thing to do. Okay, go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org and put in your zip code, then put in the keyword called financial assistance. That's the overall word for all these programs that help you with living expenses. Financial assistance. And you go there and you put financial, like where I live in my zip code, there's 257 organizations for financial assistance in my zip code. 257 organizations. Okay, so go through that list. Find the kinds of things that maybe you're more. Here's financial assistance from medical assistance. Here's financial assistance for drug workers. 257. Man, so that's my financial assistance and counseling, emergency financial assistance. Call these annual scholarship programs. So, call them and say, hey, how do I find out about new programs like this? Yeah, so it takes you 20 minutes on the phone and find that out. And that's what you have to do. You have to find people who are in the business to learn about these things. Don't worry, rely on your neighbor finding out about it. It's $1 billion. Nobody knew about it, right? You're asking the wrong people. So you find people who are in the business to know this. That means the people who are nonprofit organizations, government offices, whose obligation is they get paid to help people who don't have money. Okay, they get paid to do that. So they're the ones that are going to be notified about programs like this that people don't know about because they're in charge of getting the word out. Okay, so you want to go to findhelp.org, put in financial assistance, and contact some of these agencies and make sure you get on the mailing list to find out about it, because otherwise you're not going to find out, because people are going to contact you are the people who want to get money from you. So if they're selling you something and want to get money from you, they're going to come and knock on your door. Hey, look at this. We got a great deal for you. All it's going to cost you is $150. Listen, but just think of everything you're going to save. You don't need that, okay? And that's what Google is, the same thing. That's what email is. When people send you an email, that's when people text you or whatever. That's the same thing. If people are contacting you for a deal, that means they're going to get money from you. They're not giving money, they're getting money, because that's how they get paid, if they sell you something. So don't get trapped in the Google, mousetrap or shark bait. You don't want to be shark bait. You want to be intelligent enough to find out how to do this yourself, because it's all free, doesn't take any skills, it just takes some effort on your part. So take a few minutes, contact your local community action agency, that's communityactionpartnership.org. Contact them and get on the list. Contact your local findhelp.org in your zip code and find financial assistance programs, and even your local elected officials. And you can find all of them at commoncause.org. Put in your zip code and you'll have 12, 13 elected officials. Get on their mailing list, because they're in charge of letting people know about programs. So get on their list too. So if you're not on the list, you're not going to get the money. And that's what we try to train people to do, how to live in the society without having to spend a lot of money. Because if you have a lot of money, then you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. If you don't have a lot of money, you have to know about these organizations. A third of our economy is made up of nonprofit organizations and government offices that are just there to help you. That's all, help you for no charge. So you have to learn about those yourself. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help. And we also give our own grants. We give up to $70,000 every month to members. Because if we have profit, you're getting it. You're the one that gave us the profit. I'm shocked that we're able to do that. I thought you had to be a billionaire to do something like this, but we just started this a couple of years ago. Wow, we're making money. We had no idea. I'm charging only $20. And so we give it back to you. So let us help you in one way or another, please.